Hello, CraftingMantis here, and welcome to the FPS Improvement Guide for Rebirth of the Night. So, if you're having some problems with the game kind of lagging and just not performing very well, one of the first things that you're going to want to check is you're going to want to check to make sure that you have enough RAM dedicated to your Minecraft instance. Now, in order to check that in the Twitch launcher, one of the things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on your profile pick up here, and then you're going to want to go to settings, and it'll bring you to this page right here. And then what you're going to want to do is go ahead and click on Minecraft. Now, once you get to the Minecraft page, go ahead and scroll all the way down, and you'll see these things right here. This right here, allocated memory. This is the thing that you're going to end up wanting. And with this, the mod developers suggest at a minimum having 4 gigs of RAM dedicated. So you're going to want to take the slider and you're going to want to put it on 4096. This right here, that is 4 gigs of RAM dedicated. Now, you need to remember that you do not want to allocate all of your computer's RAM to the game because you will crash your computer. It needs to have RAM kind of allocated off to the side for, for other things and stuff. So if you have more RAM, the suggested RAM for this is actually 6 gigs, which is 6144 megabytes. And so this is actually the preferred amount of RAM dedicated to this. Now let's go ahead and switch over to the MultiMC so I can show you how to do it there. Now in the MultiMC, you have 2 options to do this. So before you install the mod pack, you can end up going into your settings here. And then you're going to want to come down to the Java version here. And here you have minimum memory allocation as well as maximum. And so you're going to want to switch over your maximum to, either the 4 gigs, which is the 4096, or if you can allocate it and you have enough RAM, go ahead and do the 6144 here. So if you want to do it individually based on modpack, you come over here and go ahead and click on Edit Instance. And then you're going to want to come down here, click on Settings. And you can end up designating how much memory this ends up taking by clicking on Memory. And then making your adjustments in this setting right here. Now, if you end up, adjusting the RAM, making sure that you have enough and your game is still not performing, then there's some more things that you can end up doing in order to try to help, with your actual performance. The first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you have the most up-to-date version of Java. Now, you're going to want to go to this, web address right here. I'll have a link down in the description. And you'll want to check to see what the recommended version of Java is. So right now it is version 8, update 241. So if you're not currently running that version of Java, then you're going to want to, scroll down and you have the versions for Windows and you have the version for Mac down here. And you'll want to go ahead and click on one of these and download it. And then after that, you're going to want to double check to make sure that your loader is actually recognizing the new version of Java. In the Twitch launcher, we go back to the exact same page that we did in order to make sure that we had the correct amount of RAM allocated. And you're going to want to come over here in, at default, they have the native launcher. You want to go ahead and click on Jar Launcher and then come down here and then choose the most recent version. So that's going to be the 241. And so with that, then, then you're ready to go. You've got the jar ready for, the most recent version. And now it's a little bit different for the MultiMC version. For the MultiMC version, we're going to end up going Edit Instance again. And then go down to Settings. And up here is the Java installation up here. And it's showing that, yes, I do have the current version. And it's being recognized by this instance that this is the Java version that I'm supposed to be using. However, if it's not, you can go ahead and click Auto Detect. And most of the time, it finds the most recent version and will update it. However, if it doesn't, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to click on Browse and then find within the files where your Java version is. So you're looking for the javaw.exe. And then you just, double click on it or click on it and click OK. And then it'll update this to, the most recent version. Now, the next thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that you have OptiFine installed. So you want to go ahead and come up here to, OptiFine.net, and it'll bring you to this page right here, and I'll have a link down in the description. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click on downloads. You're going to have to scroll down because, they have more recent versions. Rebirth of the Night is currently in Minecraft 1.12.2. So you're going to want to download this version right here, the HDUF5. And this right here is what you're going to want to download for, for Rebirth of the Night. Now, once it downloads, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually put it into your Minecraft instance. And I'll show you how to do that on both of the launchers. In the Twitch launcher, you're going to want to come over to your instance. I don't have Rebirth of the Night on my, Twitch launcher because I don't actually use this. But I do have this one, and the process is still the same. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and right-click on the instance. Click on Open Folder. Then you're going to go over to Mods. And then you're going to want to drag and drop OptiFine into this folder right here, and that'll go ahead and add it. So once you launch it, it will use, it will actually use the, use the OptiFine. In MultiMC, there's two ways that you could end up doing this. First, you could end up clicking on Edit Instance, come down here to Loader Mods, and then drag and drop it into this, and it'll copy it into the folder and get it all loaded up for you. Or you can go ahead and click on the Minecraft folder, double click on mods, and then drag and drop it into here just like you did with the Twitch launcher. Now, once you get this all all into the mod folder, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and launch the game. Once the game loads up, what you're going to want to do is come over here to Options, go ahead and click on that. And then you're going to want to click on Video Settings. And as you can see, OptiFine changes the actual menu from what the original is. And one of the things that the developers suggest is to go ahead and go into animations, and you can start kind of, getting rid of the different animations. You just click on it to toggle it on or off. Now, one of the things that they said is that, especially with AMD video cards, that if you are definitely seeing a drop in your FPS, to go ahead and turn off the animated terrain. And that is supposed to help. Now, one of the things that they said is that do not touch the performance or, anything like that, so that, because those are already, kind of set up. And, and so the biggest thing is going to be dealing with, the actual animations, as this can cause some serious lag sometimes, especially, on older computers. Now, if this still is causing you some problems, then what you're going to need to do is you're going to end up needing to go into the mods folders again to actually use the Better FPS. So for those who are using the Twitch launcher, you're going to want to right-click on this again and go ahead and open up your folder. And then you're going to want to double-click on mods, and then you're going to come down here to Better FPS. Now let's go ahead and go over to the MultiMC so I can show you guys how to do it and then how to actually use it. So on the MultiMC version, I'm going to go ahead and use this instance here because, I have this one running right now. Go ahead and click on Minecraft folder. You'll want to click on mods, and then we're going to want to scroll down here to Better FPS. So go ahead and double click on that and wait for it to load. Now, once it's loaded, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and click on Test Algorithms, and it's going to end up going through different algorithms and finding out which ones are faster for, for your computer. And it'll end up giving you this list right here. And so you'll want to find the one with the lowest milliseconds. So for this one, it is 628. And what you're going to want to do is go ahead and run this multiple times and find which one is consistently the lowest. For me, it is the Taylor's algorithm, as I've already done this. Now, you can either go ahead and change the to Taylor's algorithm here, or you can do it in-game. And to do it in-game, we go to Options again, and you're going to want to come up here to Better FPS. And your algorithm is up here. And then just like with, the OptiFine options, you just end up left-clicking it. And it'll end up, cycling through. And you just go until you find the algorithm that the Better FPS says is the best for, for your particular instance. Now, if this doesn't seem to cause, to fix the problem, then what you're going to want to do, there's two things that you can check in game in order to kind of help, with better performance. The first one that you're going to want to do is to go to your video settings, come up here to max frame rate, and you want to put this at a max of 60 FPS. And that, in some instances, that will end up, helping a lot in terms of just how, choppy and stuff the game is. Now, the next thing, you're going to actually want to be in a save, so go ahead and go in and you'll want to, start your journey and open up one of your saves. And then once it loads up, then you'll want to press the F3 screen. Now, as you can see in the top right, I have it circled there. It says display, and then it shows my, my graphics card there. Now, if this isn't what you think it should be, then there's a good possibility that your computer is actually using the integrated graphics, which means that it's not set up properly. One of the things, if you're using it in NVIDIA, I'll go ahead and put it up the screen. This is the thing on the, on the FPS improvement guide that they had. It kind of shows you the steps in order to get to, to your different, different things in order to make sure that Java is recognized as, hey, it's supposed to be using this graphics card. And for each type of graphics card, it's going to be slightly different. So you're definitely going to want to check your settings and make sure that your graphics card is actually, actually recognizing that it is, this is what, where you're actually supposed to be using rather than the integrated one. So those are the primary steps that you can do in order to kind of better, improve your FPS within the game. So I definitely hope that you guys have enjoyed this guide. And if you did, definitely hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, click the Mantis icon to subscribe, then hit the bell button to get notified when I put out additional content. Want to check out more of my videos? Try the one on the left, or you could check out the playlist on the right. That's it for now, but I'll see you guys in the next episode.